catches that I'll never forget. What a game.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Bucs. Touchdown! Mike Evans, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. But that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point put through by Succop. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, he's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
To throw again on 2nd. Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Let's do this, man.
And again, it's Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. This one caught by Crowder. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing is Allen. Man open, here is Crowder. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Allen. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Now Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So time to start going in the other direction.
Here we go, here we go!
Florida humidity certain to be a factor in this one. There's no other way to say it, really. It is hot. It is humid here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So out come the Bucs now. Right to the air is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Rodgers. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Allen now on 1st down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, and that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
set to kick it off following the made field goal. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Sanders with a first down carry, but he's going to be stopped up behind the line. A loss of a couple there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. $3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Allen. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. The Bucs and Eagles, you might remember, playoff opponents a season ago. The Eagles snuck in as the number 7 seed in the NFC, but the Bucs ran out to a 31-0 lead and ultimately cruised to a 31-15 victory in Tampa. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Sanders is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Be perfect.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Got to return it. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, Allen. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now Allen again. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. From the 27, Allen. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Being chased out left. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you a stone's throw way across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead. And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack. We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game. Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit. Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels? Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Sanders. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept in range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out. Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Let's do this, man. Let's turn it up. Kick grind. Come on, let's go. It's a your game, baby. Come on with it, man.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And that's caught at the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw to Evans on the slant. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Into the hands of Sanders. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Now Allen. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Allen. He hits Adams, complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Sanders. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved it to the left hash so they could line things up for them to kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. They said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
roof's a little hot today at Lincoln Financial Field, but keep in mind it is technically still summer as we get you ready for some football in Philly. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Allen to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Bucs and Eagles, you might remember, playoff opponents a season ago. The Eagles snuck in as the number 7 seed in the NFC, but the Bucs ran out to a 31-0 lead and ultimately cruised to a 31-15 victory in Tampa. Allen off the play fake. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Here's Allen. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Jake Camarda now. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10. Allen. This will be caught by Brown. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Allen. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offense tried to get a little slick there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it's good coverage defensively. They were able to break it up.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. A beautiful fake. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing is Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Open man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Rodgers now on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but not from the spot. Actually, no gain. So 3rd and long. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Allen. And he delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Less band prep for Chris Godwin than other receivers of his ilk around the league, but he quietly put up 1,100 yards last season. The Buccaneers certainly noticed, and they handed him a new contract extension to continue being the catch magnet that he is. There's another one right there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, left side here. That's complete to Godwin. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Rodgers to throw once more. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Rodgers going to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Here's Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because I feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 6. Just over a minute 40 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And break. The tight end's got it.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position. A touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
23 yards, the final tally.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Rodgers.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Give him 30 yards there. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Back to throw. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
Get something together. Oh, yeah. Oh, ain't that something? Don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing. It's showtime, baby. Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop us.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So now it's the Eagles' turn, trailing by a point, a little under 40 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Allen. Into the hands of Sanders. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Allen. And that's complete to Brown. And he will get out of bounds with 23 seconds to play as he does pick up a first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of it. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Throwing is Allen. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Allen. He hits Adams complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This from 51 yards for the win. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, and they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
They don't care. He's a man of the people right now. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10.